Speaking of shootouts, I got to ask you, yesterday was supposed to be a shootout, but really only the Falcons offense showed up. What happened to that Packers high-powered offense we thought we were going to see?
I'm frantically searching Tiger Woods stats over here to make sure I get in your good graces this morning. Yeah, I mean, I think we expected it to be kind of back and forth, like you said, with the Packers offense continuing to play the way that they did, especially with Jordy Nelson coming back in, and he didn't look really any worse for the wear. But I think what we saw early in that game was that Atlanta, as opposed to the way New York and Dallas kind of sat back, just tried to contain Aaron Rodgers. Atlanta came after him. They blitzed. Vic Beasley got in a couple times. Brian Poole hammered Aaron Rodgers twice. And I think that really changed sort of the way that game flow happened. They were very good getting pressure from all angles on Rodgers, and that rushed him out of the pocket. He didn't play a very good game. I mean, I think we can be honest about it. He was not very good yesterday, especially compared to Matt Ryan. And you've got to give the Falcons defense credit for getting in his face.
And, he didn't get a lot of help either from some guys that he's been counting on. Mason Crosby misses that field goal. You can just sense, uh-oh, here we go. But then they still had a chance to make things close when Rukowski fumbles there inside the 10. How much do you think, though, even if he had held on to that ball and been able to score, would it have changed much, if any?
Well, I think you add up all the mistakes. You mentioned the missed field goal, the fumble. They had Matt Ryan, the fumbled snap by the Falcons that Jake Ryan jumped on for the Packers and had fall out of his hands back to Atlanta. They had a couple of chances to pick off Ryan that they couldn't come up with. So you add that all up, and they had to be pretty perfect, knowing how good that Atlanta offense is, and to give away 4 or 5 chances to swing momentum like that, that's pretty tough, especially on the road in a playoff game. So. Yeah, I mean, you could pinpoint any one of those moments as big. Ripkowski one, I think, watching felt like kind of the moment when it was almost over, and that was pretty early in the game. But the way that Atlanta offense was going, the way it was a struggle for Green Bay, it just felt like that was kind of the first nail in the coffin for Green Bay.